Hey guys, Ash here from C4 Retech along with no co-host. Welcome to another episode of Ash Answers. Ash Answers is a show where we answer your questions that you tweet out on Twitter with the hashtag Ash Answers. And without further ado, let's get to the questions. So here's the first question for today. Reasons why phones like the Honor 8 Pro, LG V30 don't do good in India despite paying great deals. Do you think they get neglected due to OnePlus giving a good deal and getting huge media attention and hype that they create every time? So you can't really say if they don't get a great deal. Like the 8 Pro did sell reasonably well. I don't know the numbers. OnePlus is more of a global launch. V30 is also a global launch, but it came to India a little too late. And it hasn't even gone on sale yet, so we don't know if it's gonna sell well or not. Whereas OnePlus, on the other hand, has a unanimous global launch like at the same time. And Sundar keeps making noises so that the video gets interrupted, but then again, it doesn't really matter. So what do you say? The V30, we don't know how it's gonna do. The OnePlus phones, on the other hand, it's a global launch. With the OnePlus 5, I think the difference in launch dates was like 2 days. So it's the same hype all over the world, and it's just one phone they launched. So that is all OnePlus is gonna get hyped for. So they they kind of do get a little bit more media attention. So that's that. As Xiaomi is now number one brand, do you think Samsung will provide better features in mid-ranger to get back number one spot? See, the number one brand basically that keeps changing depending on what phones get launched. So Samsung hasn't had any major launches since the Note 8, which has kind of, at least in the budget segment, if you see, they did have the J series, the J7 Prime and all that, after which they've been kind of silent towards the end of the year, focusing on their flagship phones, which means they've had a bit of a loss in numbers, but I'm pretty sure next quarter they'd be back up again. So I don't expect anything majorly new from Samsung. Most valuable phone of 2017. What do you mean by valuable? My favorite would be the Pixel 2 XL. That is it. What should we expect for OnePlus 6? Well, it's too early to tell, but then if I had to guess, I'd probably go a Snapdragon 845, 18 by 9 display.
Hey guys, Sundar here from C4 Tech.
Thanks for joining us. Okay, so I'd go with a Snapdragon 845 and
So we aren't gonna start from scratch.
so basically I get to talk for like 10 minutes and you just drag your whatever and you still haven't even shut down your PC and the PC is making noises. You still don't do it and you come in and we have to reshoot. See guys, that's the rich guy attitude. If you agree that's the rich guy attitude, go ahead, hit that thumbs up button down below. Subscribe to C4 Tech if you haven't yet. So coming back to the OnePlus 6, what do we do for the OnePlus 6? What do we expect? I'd probably, the common ones, Snapdragon 845, for 6 and 8 gigs of RAM, 64 128 gig storage, 18 by 9 display. So again, I really don't see OnePlus jumping to Quad HD. That's for people who are here on time. Okay. And people who don't forget to hit record. Okay, so turn on the mics, rather. So what else? Improvements in camera. That's pretty much
Whatever
it.
the S9 brings.
OnePlus hasn't ever really tried to ape Samsung. They're like a little bit wonky towards
whatever.
Apple, but that's what it is. So that is what I expect from the OnePlus 6. Maybe a couple of grand higher, 35 and 39. That's the 40 mark for the higher end variant. Bring in the lower variant at 35.
Probably. Might see 12 GB RAM. Not.
I don't think
Not
it's
this year.
available yet.
Yeah.
Any news about GeoFiber? They're testing it in parts of Chennai. Last
Yeah.
I heard, they're giving 6
Free data.
months, 1000 GB a month, 100 Mbps free. But then that's with a deposit or something.
Yeah.
So, do you think it's fair that Apple is slowing down old iPhones? You're in time. On time.
It's just so stupid. I don't see why Apple should do that. Their chips are quite capable.
So the reason why they do it,
And the most ridiculous thing is that they're justifying what they're doing. They're calling it as a feature, and I absolutely hate it.
see, their justification here is that the battery is not capable of outputting the current that's required for peak performance. So say for example you're rendering and it needs that 100% performance at that point. The amount of juice it needs, the battery is not capable of producing, and if they let it run at full speed,
it
it
shuts
might
down.
cause a shutdown. Okay, because of course iPhones don't have a reboot option. Just saying, just throwing it out there. So it is why they claim to do it. Do Android here? The question we need to be asking here is: do Android manufacturers do it? Is that
don't
why
think so.
the Samsung Galaxy loans phones slow down over time? You know, that's a question we commonly get. Do Android manufacturers do it? As of now, we don't know. And I think, going backwards is the easiest solution. Give us replaceable batteries. We'll just okay, fine. Notification, your phone's 1 year old. Do you want to go with a throttling of performance or buy a new battery? Click here to set up an appointment at your local Apple store to go in and swap your battery. Or, buy a new battery. Click here to order now and pay extra for 1 day delivery, whatever. Get an Apple Prime account.
You
God
can
knows.
replace batteries, I guess.
You can replace batteries, not by yourself, right? You need to
Yeah,
take it
not
into
by
a store to
yourself,
get it
yeah,
changed. So I'd love to see. I know it's difficult, but if they could bring back, I don't know. Say something about Xiaomi Kilar, Tenor company.
Tenor, the brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say something about
They've
it.
been doing quite well.
They've been doing quite well.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're doing well with regards to moving units.
I'm not sure if they're doing well with regards to moving units.
But specs wise, and we actually used the Tenor G, right?
Yeah,
And it was
with specs wise, we actually used the Tenor G.
So yeah, guys, it was a quite good competitor to the Redmi Note 4.
Yeah, it
And
was quite a good
and the
competitor to the
recently
Redmi
launched
Note
Tenor
4.
D looks really promising, given that it's got fingerprint scanner.
Oh yeah, the recently launched.
The competition, the Redmi 5A, it doesn't have a fingerprint scanner.
Yeah, the recently launched Tenor D, it does
Of course.
look interesting. It's got a fingerprint scanner. The competitor, yes, the Redmi 5A, it doesn't have a
doesn't
fingerprint
have
scanner.
That's it.
That's it. And I see Tenor seems interesting. They did have a couple of interesting phones. The Tenor D, we haven't covered it because of the whole new. We are going to be covering less phones, giving you more coverage on the phones you love. Direction that we've decided to move in towards the end of this year. What were you doing?
Nothing.
What is the noise?
Thank you for tapping on it.
You were tapping on it.
You were tapping.
You were stomping on it. I wasn't. So they have come up with a couple of good phones. We haven't checked out the third one. Always more players, better it is for us the end consumers. So let them fight. They seem interesting, but only time will tell if they can sustain it. So let's see. What is your opinion on the best security feature in a phone? Will it be Face ID of Apple, Iris Scanner of Samsung, or Fingerprint Unlock? By the way, I love your content. Keep up doing the good work.
I'd go with Iris Scanner, not the current implementation of probably a better implementation of Iris Scanner.
I'd go with Face ID. Aren't we doing
know you
opposites, thinking something and saying the opposite out? We're not doing that. We're actually saying what we like. Okay, in which case I'd go with fingerprint scanner. As of today,
Fingerprint scanner would be a safe bet.
as of today, I'd love iris scanners if I could pick up my phone and just start using it. It would scan by itself. But having to press a button and then having it scan and do it. Whereas fingerprint scanners, I'm picking it up out of my pocket, and on the way I'm hitting the fingerprint scanner. By the time I pull it out, I'm ready to use my phone, which is probably its best USP. But that said, the way what Sundar said, the iris scanner might be the way of the future if technology can come to a point where they can just keep it always on. It wouldn't consume too much battery, and they could just leave it the way they leave fingerprint scanners today. And again, it is very much doable, because if you go back when you look at fingerprint scanners, when they first came out, we saw a lot of passive fingerprint scanners. Samsung till the J7 or something were using passive fingerprint
J7
scanners.
Prime.
Yep. Only after that they jumped to active fingerprint scanners, and now even on their flagships they were using passive fingerprint scanners in the past.
S5?
Let's pretend that fingerprint scanner didn't exist. This Type 1, but I think even the S6 had a passive fingerprint scanner. Probably even the S7, I don't remember. But
yeah, even S7.
The J7 or the J7 Prime was the first one. So yeah, when technology does catch up, that is when something like a iris scanner would be great. And at least from what I've read, I'd probably rate it over Face ID.
Fair enough.
I'm a very small tech YouTuber trying to make quality content but not getting noticed. Any suggestion for a beginner like me? So this is what Sundar would like to call a pre-card. There is a video on the exact same thing coming on next week. So make sure you subscribe to C4eTech if you haven't yet, so that you can watch beautiful content like this or videos that Sundar bugs me to show, like the net neutrality video that really got no views. Crashed and burned.
Net neutrality. This is
There
the
you
video
go.
he's talking about.
Exactly. If you want to watch a video that nobody else has watched, here you go. Check out a net neutrality video. Difference between IPS LCD AMOLED OLED POLED displays.
POLED.
So POLED.
Poland.
I read it as POLED. That's cool, right? Poland. You don't say POLED. But then yeah, it's POLED. So guys, basically OLED is a technology. LCD is a different technology. So OLED, you've got different kinds of OLED. Samsung's OLED is AMOLED, LG's version of OLED, SP OLED, and that is what it is. So OLED displays in general don't have their blacks lit, though the POLED does have its black lit, but then as in not really, not to your naked eye. So they have infinite contrast for the most part. So the blacks, whether they're on or they're off, as in even if you're viewing it in a pitch dark room, you can't see. If you have a perfect black image on your display, you don't know if the display is on or off. So that gives you great contrast, and that is why everything pops a little bit better on OLED displays, and that is why AMOLEDs are very successful. LG's POLED, they've always had trouble keeping up with Samsung, at least with regards to mobile displays. And they've used it in the past on their G Flex 2 and other phones, but they've never managed to nail it enough to bring it there to their mainstream flagship phone. And they did that with the V30 Plus, V30 Plus, and now even with the Pixel 2 XL, and you all know what happened. So that's basically it. Screen and build quality of S8, smoothness and aging of software of the OnePlus 5T, DAC and headphone jack of the LG V30, speakers of the HTC U11, updates in camera of the Pixel 2 XL, then charge me about 70k and is justified, right? Ash answers. So why it doesn't happen? So here's why it doesn't happen. Yes, here's why it doesn't happen. Because if you go with the speakers or something or the other, it might not give you the same build quality as the S8. And with regards to screen, again, sourcing it from Samsung might not be something every brand would want to do or can do, or depends on brand agreements and whatnot. Updates, again, Google charges you that much, and they give 3 years of support. So if you're gonna cut corners somewhere, because for updates you need to have a dedicated team working on software, bug fixes and all that. You can't be like, that brand Blue who push out an update and break their phones, right? You can't really do that. So that is where, everything you ask for, it kind of causes leads to compromises somewhere or the other. So smoothness and aging of the software of OnePlus 5T. Again, the reason why that doesn't work that way is because OnePlus has very few phones they cater to. So they are either pushing updates for the current generation flagship or their last generation flagship. And that's pretty much it. They're not really doing anything with the OnePlus 2. They're not really doing anything with the OnePlus 1. Let's blame Cyanogen for that. The OnePlus X, let's pretend that one doesn't exist. I mean, if you guys want me to do an entire look at OnePlus phones, if you want a look back at the OnePlus phones, let me know in the comments below. I'll try to get that done. Anyway, screen and build quality of their side. It is kind of what OnePlus is trying to do with the AMOLED panels. Not exactly with the build quality, but then again, you can't go ahead and say, you know what, I want to do the build quality of the S8. Take an S8, rip everything out, let's call it an HTC U15. Can't really do that. So, HTC is also trying something cool with the build.
Yeah,
The LG
I
V30
really love
Plus
the build
could
of the
probably be the bigger version of a Samsung Galaxy S6.
Yeah, probably.
It's got the curved back, metal glass,
S7.
reflective. Huh?
Or the S7.
S7, whatever. So, brands are trying it. Smoothness and aging of the software. LG is trying to give you the smoothness. It was smooth even as per our speed test, to which you can find a card here. And Sundar is going to be happy about the card till the point it comes where he looks at the final edit and he knows he has to remember the cards and actually note them down. And then he's going to forget it. And then somebody's going to post in the comments saying, why is there no card? And Sundar is taking a couple of days off.
Harris's headache tomorrow.
But you're responsible for Harris.
Yeah.
So then I'm just gonna call at you and go like, what the hell is happening? My Vince McMahon voice. Damn it. Anyway, coming back. So is because of that, I don't know, screen and build quality of the S8. There is one phone that gives that. Smoothness and aging of the software of the OnePlus 5T. There's a phone that gives that. DAC and headphone jack. There is a phone that almost gives that. Speakers of the HTC U11. Again, there is a phone that almost does that. Updates in camera of the Pixel 2 XL. Again, there is one phone that almost does that. Then charge me above 70k and it's justified. Yes, that phone charges you 92k.
92K.
And it's called the iPhone 10. But people hate it, right? So, there you go. That's the answer. I'd really like the iPhone 10 if it had. I don't know, these days I just can't. I love the Pixel 2 XL, don't get me wrong. But I want two SIM slots.
Looking at this question, I really realized that iPhone really does have all of that. Like
it does too, more or less.
Yeah.
The dark part, probably not.
Then,
but
92k, not justified.
I bought the Zenfone 3 and surprised with their monthly security updates. After hearing rumors that it will get Oreo updates soon, what's on your thoughts about Zenfone series and what's your expectation from ASUS in 2K18?
We've been recommending Zenfone 3
for a long time. I mean, when the phone
really.
launched, we hated it. Alright, I love the phone, don't get me wrong, but
Not
then
until the recent Amazon sale where it was sold for about 12k.
not
I
until
noticed
the
it.
recent Amazon's. I'm gonna
Amazon,
be
the
like
Great Indian sale.
No,
the Great
that's what
Indian
I-
Festival sale.
I'm gonna be like a kindergarten kid and I'm gonna just keep saying what you say every time you cut me off. For the next 2 minutes, I'm just gonna repeat whatever you say.
Okay, this game starts from now.
Okay.
Okay.
Starts from now. Are you gonna cry? Okay. Just checking. I bought the Zenfone 3. Alright. So yeah, when it initially came out, the pricing was kind of ridiculous for a 625. So we didn't really recommend it. But then now that the price has dropped to around 12k, it's a wonderful option. And again, monthly security updates is definitely awesome. The Zenfone 4 2K18, I hope they bring the Zenfone 4 to India. Like the Zenfone 4.
Zenfone 4.
Is it in India already? I don't know.
No, it's not. Zenfone 4 is not in India.
Zenfone 4 Selfie is in India, which I really don't
But then
care
even
about.
if they bring Zenfone 4 to India, it would be priced ridiculously, just like the Zenfone
I know,
3.
but 2K18, they would bring it at 30k. Let's hope in the next Amazon Great Festival Indian whatever, whatever. Let's hope that's available for 14k. And then we go like, yay, buy the Zenfone 4, people. It's awesome, because it is awesome. It's got great cameras. It's a nice little phone. What plays a more important role in smartphone camera performance, aperture, or the pixel size? By the way, can you post the video regarding full manual controls of camera and video recording in the LG V30 Plus? What plays a more important role?
A combination of both.
Yep. So, I don't know, what would let you ride longer? Fuel tank capacity or fuel efficiency? You need both, right? It's like big, huge fuel tank, but it's not efficient at all. Doesn't work. Very efficient. Like again, transfer it to phone terms, right? What helps you get the best battery life? Is it the capacity of the battery or the nanometer manufacturing process? you know, you could have a 10 nanometer manufacturing process, an amazing chip, but then with a 1000 mAh battery, it's not going to do well. You can have a 4000 milliamp hour battery, and then you put a MediaTek blah 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 on it. Again, not all MediaTek chips are bad. The P23 was extremely power efficient, surprised me on the Oppo F5. If you haven't checked out that review, here's a card to it. Do check it out. If you run out of cards,
I wanted to leave a card for the manual controls.
I took it before you. All right. If we run out of cards, you can always check out the description below. So that's that. Manual controls, we have a video on it. We did do it on the Honor 9i, but it's more or less similar with the LG V30 Plus as well.
The controls are available on the V30 Plus.
Yep, the only thing different with the V30 Plus is that it'll also have the same controls for manual video recording as well, which is more or less covered in our beginner YouTube video, which should drop next week. So that's that. Have you both? And again, guys, our air conditioner seems to have an internal mic that picks up whenever we say we're gonna shoot Ash Answers. It decides to stop working all through the last week, all through the week before, since we did Ash Answers live last week. It worked perfectly. The only day it ever stops working is when we decide to shoot answers. And don't tell me that's because you're shooting it at the same time on a Saturday. We're shooting this one on Friday. Why? Because Sundar says he's gotta go somewhere.
Tomorrow.
Yep, and I tell him, dude, let's care about the viewers. He's like, I don't care about the viewers. I gotta go. You know, I'm rich. I gotta take my Jag out. Swag with the Jag. Hashtag it. Okay. That is what he said. And I'm quoting him there. So I'm really sorry, guys. We have to shoot it on a Friday. Because the alternate option would be for me to do it live with Harris, which might be fun. Maybe we do an After Ash Answers live with Harris. See, he laughs at me. You know, that's the rich guy attitude.
Because I know the real reason, okay? Sorry, Harris.
College Harish. Have both Ash and Sundar gone through a serious fight? If yes, tell us the story.
He once dashed me.
I did what now?
Like when you were riding your Pulsar 220, you dashed me, remember?
I hit you with the bike. For what?
Yeah, I don't know for what.
I don't know.
I tried stopping you.
He tried stopping me and I rammed into him. I don't know. I don't remember.
You did until like a few months back.
A few months back?
Yeah, we spoke. Not this. We spoke about this a few months back. This happened like years before. Like
okay.
Probably 10 years back.
I regret it. I really do. I mean, I wish I'd run you over though.
You kinda did.
I didn't. As in, like, you know, run that apple love right out of you. But then, yeah, whatever. I don't remember. I don't know. We don't really fight. It's just more of he pisses me off with something, then I'm like passive aggressively making fun of it for the next 6 months to 3 years to sometimes to 5 years. It's like my 5-year plan. You know, I just take things and then like, oh yeah, you do this, right? And then I just keep leaving it there. And then he goes like, and then he pretends he never heard me. He pretends I'm talking about somebody else. And then we do a whole rinse repeat of the same thing. It's only serious if I don't make fun about it. So it's like nice little equation going on there. Anyway, coming to the next question. Kabir Nasir. See, I don't really read out names, but then I wanted to read out. I don't know why. Which phone will you choose if you have an option between getting the OnePlus 5T 8GB version Mi Mix or the Nokia 8?
OnePlus 5T.
Yeah, because you said Mi Mix. You didn't say Mi Mix 2, buddy. That's your bad. It is not even a valid comparison there. Had you said Mi Mix 2, our answers would have been different. Try again next week.
No, the thing is we ran out of cards. That's why. I'm pretty sure he meant the Mi Mix 2.
I know, but then let's make him tweet out another question next week.
Yeah.
See, that's his attitude. But I'm not that bad. I'm not that cruel. I'm not that cold-hearted. I'm still going to answer for...
5T versus Mi Mix 2.
Exactly. We leave a card here. If there is no card, it means we have a link in the description below. So check that out, buddy. And please, go ahead. Turn on your notifications. Had you turned it on in the past, you'd have noticed it when we actually posted the video. That one beautiful video called the OnePlus 5T versus the Mi Mix 2 full comparison, which should have answered all your questions. Right there. Boom. Done. It's my last chance of 2017 in Ash Answers, but I'm still trying. There you go, Shah Rukh. Awesome. Can we see the return of Techman in future video? Okay, I can hear the Star Wars theme playing. Okay, I want to hum it, but I'm afraid Content Eddie would catch that as well. So yeah, I'm not gonna hum it. But then just let the
I
force.
can hear the lightsaber sound.
I mean, instead of doing this, had I actually done it on the floor, at least clean the office. But then, God, you seriously think LG V30 Plus is a good buy over the OnePlus 5T? He said seriously, so let's seriously think about it. In my opinion, most of the people are sold over dash charging.
Dash charging
It's
is an
awesome.
excellent feature.
But then again, it's not that different from Quick Charge 3.0. Yes, it's gonna keep your phone a little cooler. Who cares? It's
And
gonna
it is
be a little
significantly
faster.
faster as well.
Okay, define
30.
significantly.
30 minutes, 80%.
Okay, 30 minutes, 50%.
Yeah.
Yep. So, how many days are you gonna run into a point where you need charge within 15 minutes?
I mean, that's significantly faster.
It's
right?
significantly faster. I'm saying in the larger scheme of things, cameras, performance,
Yeah, yeah,
pricing,
I know.
everything together.
That's what I was about to say.
The minimal
It is an excellent
difference.
feature, but then
I
it shouldn't
love
be a
dash
deciding
charging. Okay, because I love dash charging because it's just Ash with a D, and how can I not like it? So I love dash charging. I really do. But I mean, I
It
don't
shouldn't
really.
be a deciding factor.
Exactly. I mean, if you're gonna have something like the Helio P23 and the Oppo F5 and you're comparing those charging speeds with dash charge, then hell yes, dash charge is an absolute must-have. There you go, dash charge wins hands down. There's no competition. It's done. But if you're comparing it with Quick Charge 3.0, yes, dash charge is still fast, but that doesn't mean there's even
There are other
with
things to look at.
even with the V30 Plus. Now I want to go out. I just plug it in 15 minutes. Okay, it's up like 30% or something, and that's cool. 20%, 30%, that's cool. Yes, the OnePlus 5T would have probably gone up to, like, if this had gone to 20%, that had gone to 30% or 25%. I'm fine. It's still okay. I really don't hate it that much. But so yeah, is it a good buy over the OnePlus 5T? I don't want to give you spoilers. We have an entire comparison coming up. But then again, you guys who watch Ash Answers, you're part of C4E family. So I'm going to trust you guys to still watch the comparison, even if I do spoil it for you. I'm going to say if you're looking at buying the third 3000 variant of the OnePlus 5T, then yes, the OnePlus 5T is going to give you better value for your money. But the V30 Plus is also worth it. It's kind of too close to call. If you're on a strict budget, you want to buy a phone under 35k, get the OnePlus 5T. Bang, that's awesome. You're not going to be disappointed. Do not look back. But if you can go up to 45k, you can buy the V30 Plus, because the V30 Plus, the camera is unrivaled. The kind of video shooting experience it provides you is unrivaled. It is extremely good. And again, those wide angle photos, you don't get that on any other phone except, yes, Asus does it. I don't. I mean, I'm not saying, as I was saying, any other phone, the Zenfone 4 kind of came to me. But it is a cool feature to have. And it's got that amazingly subpar selfie camera, which again, you can't find on a flagship. But jokes apart, the V30 Plus just feels very refined. The build quality wise, it's got that awe-inspiring design. You just want to go like, hey, what phone is that? And I don't remember the last time LG did it.
Yeah.
The last time LG actually did something, came up with a phone this good, I'd have to say that was the Nexus 4. That was a beautiful phone for that time. If you love the Nexus 4, if you think the Nexus 4 was the epitome of Nexus phones, then do give this video a big, huge freaking thumbs up.
It's also very, very rare to see a tier 1 brand
Price
giving
there.
a phone that's as good value as a tier 2 brand phone. Which is what LG's managed to pull off this time.
Worst phone of 2017 according to you guys? Sundar's gonna answer this.
Worst phone. I'd go with G5S Plus.
That doesn't.
That's not
It
a
wasn't
bad
a
phone by
great
itself.
deal. It's
but
not a bad phone at all. It wasn't a great
the worst
upgrade.
upgrade.
It was the
Probably.
worst upgrade. What's the worst phone of 2017? Whatever J2, J3, whatever came
Yeah,
up
I'm
from
thinking
Samsung.
like out of the box, that's like
That's the regular
J2,
stuff, and
yeah.
then probably most phones that Micromax and Intex came out with. I don't know.
Infinity
Whatever we've not
Infinity.
covered, and just kidding, guys.
I'm pretty
Amongst phones we
forgetting
covered,
something.
I guess it was all pretty much reasonably good phones. The Oppo, even the F5 wasn't really bad. I mean, of course, overpriced AF, but I don't know. The last phone that I covered that I really entirely detested was the J2.
Nokia 3.
Nokia 2.
Nokia 2.
Snapdragon 212, right? Like, man. But again, we didn't really cover it. The Nokia 3 was probably the worst performing phone that we covered this year. What are your thoughts on the Mi Max 3 coming with a 7-inch display? Now, just roll back to our video of the Redmi Note 5, cancelled or not, whatever. The live video we had, somebody asked this question, and Sundar went on and said it would probably come with a 6.7-inch display.
No, I said I would like to see a smaller, smaller form factor with the same display.
Words.
No, that's exactly what I said.
Yeah, and then I said, like, what do you think it would come with? Then you said probably 6.7. And I said, no, they're not going to do it below 7, at least a 7-inch display.
They're coming with it. And it's coming with a 7-inch display.
Yep. So it's supposed to be coming with a 7-inch display and everything else. Snapdragon what?
630 and a variant with 660 as well.
And that is exactly why you need to believe the Redmi Note 5 is coming. The Mi Max is not gonna come with a Snapdragon 630 if the Redmi 5 Plus was the Redmi Note 5. If the Redmi 5 Plus was the Redmi Note 5, it means that
would come with a 625 as well.
That is not what I was trying to say.
Okay, what did you do?
If the Redmi Note 5, if the Redmi 5 Plus were the Redmi Note 5, it means that Xiaomi has kind of accepted that just making the display longer, going with the 18:9 panel is enough for an upgrade, a generational upgrade. Alright, if that is the logic that Xiaomi is going by, we'll still give the 625, just make the display 18:9 for their premier series, the one that sells bucket loads for them, the one that pushed them to #1 in India. If they're willing to do that for that series, then the Mi Max doesn't really sell numbers, right? I mean, Hugo goes around screaming Mi Max is the next, the new big, and everybody shout all that. It looks cool, it makes for a nice little Facebook Live video, but then again, it doesn't really move numbers. So why would they go with a 630, 660 for a Mi Max 3? Ergo, the Redmi Note 5 is coming. And when you finally come across that news, realize you heard it on C4A Tech. Moving on to the next one. Hey, I like doing this. Sundar style. You know, I mean, the rich guy attitude is actually cool, I guess. Hi there, it's my birthday. I read hi there. On Sunday, 24th December. May you wish me on Ash Answers. And by the way, C4A Tech team is doing great work. Keep it up. Sidhu, happy birthday. Hope you have a wonderful year ahead. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all you guys. Do we have another Ash Answers?
We do.
23, 24, we go live, and 24 plus 7 is 31. So we have one more Ash Answers, but not before Christmas. So Merry Christmas to anyone who's celebrating. Have a great holiday season. And goodbye and good night. I mean, I've been watching a lot of Kenny Omega matches. Alright, so I'm like a huge fan of Kenny Omega right now. So I've just been like spending too much time on YouTube watching New Japan Pro Wrestling, I guess.
People to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon in the middle.
What does that have to do with?
I mean, so that you could like end the video right away. After questions.
No. I'm not gonna end it, dude. I mean, if I would end it, they'd probably hunt me down and kill me. Because everybody, and when I say everybody, I mean everybody wants to see the head shake. People are, you know why the net neutrality video didn't do well? There was no leaving for the moment. Don't you agree? Isn't that why you unshared the video? People shared it and then went, wait, no leaving for the... No. Take it back. Delete the tweet. No, remove the post. And that is why the video didn't do well. Alright, so the key to being a reasonably decent YouTuber is consistency. And when you stop doing things like living for the moment that people love, they're gonna let you know, dude. That's the reason. So that's it for this video. Give this video a big, huge thumbs up if you liked it. If you hated it, go ahead, find out Sundar on Twitter at C4eSundar and tweet him something nasty. Do not dislike the video. You can still hit the thumbs up on this video because I give you his ID to go and, you know, bash him and all that stuff. So always give this video a thumbs up, share it, subscribe to C4E Tech if you haven't yet. If you already subscribed, hit that damn bell icon right down below there to make sure you get notified each and every single time a new video goes live here on the channel. And now for the moment you've been waiting for. Till next time, this here is Ash, along with the co-host Milo, discriminating Sundar, rich guy attitude, and all that stuff. And we are leaving for the moment. Have a nice day. Goodbye and